don't blame my dad for this. He has his own generational trauma that he needs to work through, and he did the best he could with what he had at the time. I get that. This advice led me from the age of 15 to 35, so 20 years, to dating the same man. Not literally the same characteristics. Men who abused, men who used, men who bullied, men who belittled, men who were physically violent, men who were sexual predators, men who messed me up. But not as much as I messed up myself. I was a victim of domestic violence, but I also have to take responsibility for the fact that I was in those relationships. I allowed myself to be silenced. I diluted myself to fit into what they needed. I manipulated them by giving them exactly what I thought they wanted. I was the definition of people pleasing. Keep going.
Woo! We got this.
Go, Kat!
Domestic violence is a pandemic. 1 in 4 women in Australia will experience it. That's a quarter of this room. And before anyone says, you should just leave, it takes an average of 7 times to finally escape. And once you have left, what then? Many stay silent. There's children to protect, and your only objective is to stay safe. There's also an immense feeling of shame. Shame that you didn't leave earlier. Shame that this happened in the first place. Shame that part of you wants to go back. Shame that you still love him. The number of women in abusive relationships who are being silenced in their own homes, in their own families, is terrifying. I want women to have the chance to speak up, to change their lives. Why? Because I changed mine. I worked with coaches who helped me to dig deep and find myself again. I leaned on my community and they held space for my story. I discovered journaling and meditation and breath work. I found incredible friendships with other DV survivors. I started hitting 10K months in my business. I'm in a real relationship with a guy who genuinely loves me. And I finally got Australian citizenship. I did that with an amazing support network, a few of whom are in this room. But I did that.
You did that, girl.
Yeah, you did.
I'm looking at you now, and I guarantee some of you in some way are silencing yourself, possibly to please someone else. You're not putting your hand up at work. You're not speaking to socials, on camera on your socials. You're not telling your partner that, I don't want to spend Christmas with your family. There's still times where I hide or I'm silent. You know, not every day is perfect. But I'm still here. I'm still doing it. I'm here to show you that there's so much light at the end of the tunnel. I still work with coaches. I tell close ones how I'm feeling. I mentor other online business managers to step out of the shadows and build their dream business. I'm even putting on my own speakers event next month. And the whole point of the event is to give women a stage to stand up and speak. To say exactly what it is they've always wanted to say in a space that is safe, where they're seen, where they're heard. Now I want you all to think about where in your life you're silencing yourself, possibly to please someone else. and make the decision right here, right now, that you're going to start speaking up. And we're going to take the first step right now. I want you all to scream. I didn't even have to warm you up. Okay, that was good. That was good. Not bad, not bad. But like, let's dig deep, shake it out, grab each other's hand, look at each other. This is a space that's safe. This is a community that's got this. I want you to fill this room with female voices. I'm going to count to 3, and then I want you to go for it, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Did you hear that? We're not silent anymore.